Pull.
My name's Mike Collins. I'm a gunsmith and firearms dealer. I've been in the industry for 23 years. The majority of my work is gunsmithing, which involves repairing guns, building guns, modifying guns. Plus there's supplying ammunition. I sell guns. Everything gun related, really. So I'm going to ring these barrels to make sure the ribs are attached correctly. And then look internally. I'm looking for any pitting, bulges, obstructions, rivels. And check the chambers are clean and clear. You have to check the wall thickness of the barrels. You have to check the bore of the barrels. We use a bore gauge to measure the inside diameter of the barrels. You have to check for pitting inside the barrels, and pitting you cannot and can't see sometimes. You have to check that the ribs which hold the barrel together are intact. Then you have to check if the barrels are what's called on the face, and that's the gap between the barrel, the back of the cartridge, and the face of the action, because if there's any movement there or any gaps, it can be pretty devastating, the damage that can be done. The reason we shouldn't dry fire a gun is because this is the tumbler or the hammer, will hit the back of the striker, which looks something like this. And as it comes to the end of its travel, it hits the action with such velocity that it can snap the top of the striker off.
100%. Pull. Pull.
Clay shooting is a huge hobby in this country. We use 7.5, 8 and 9 shots, which is really quite small shot, and it runs out of energy quite quickly. You'll go to stand 1 with your little squad, and the first person will shoot. Somebody will be scoring. It's obviously competitive. When he calls pull, the person behind will press a button which will release the clays. He may, on that particular stand, have 3 pairs or 4 pairs to shoot at, and then the next person will have a go, the next person will have a go, the next person will have a go. When they've scored it and they've all finished at that stand, they'll move on to the next stand. And what you try and do is, as the clay's going along, you try and move the gun in front of the target, bang, and you shoot in front of it. Well, normally about 80 to 100 people turn up for the shoot. From all types of walks of life, all get on really well. They've all got one thing in common, which is shooting, which is clay shooting. People that have just started out shooting are able to come along, have a go, get plenty of tuition, and safety and etiquette are the 2 most important things. So we teach people how to shoot safely, how to use the gun safely before they've even fired a shot.
I started shooting earlier on this year, around about May, June time. It was the first time that I came. I got into it through my boyfriend. Actually, he shoots and brought me along. I like the sort of social side. There's a good group of people here, but also this, it's exciting, the sense of achievement when you do actually hit a clay.
A lot of pleasure I get now is teaching new people how to shoot or bringing new people into it, and also the disabled, because there's quite a few disabled people that would like to be able to shoot and just consider that it's just impossible for them. A few disabled customers are wheelchair bound, and because some of them have got no feeling from sort of here downwards, they thought it'd be impossible to start clay shooting, but in actual fact I've got them clay shooting, and instead of it just being a hobby, it's actually become part of their rehabilitation, if you like. So they're actually using muscles that they didn't have before because they're able to move the gun and go clay shooting. It's fantastic. I think one of the really good things about my career choice is that it's something I can do. As long as I got my hands and my eyes, even though my glasses might get thicker, I think it's something I can do well into my 70s, 80s, 90s, if I live that long, who knows.